So what we've got going on today is just boxing off 45 minutes less cardio, and then so I've just got up, jumped on the bike, gonna box this off. While I'm doing this, I've got Alex and Sarah, my two guys that are first up competing, going through their check-ins today, going to make some adjustments. Both of them just had refeeds, so we're seeing how they've responded, and then any more adjustments we need to make today moving forward, we'll go from there. And then me, Sam and Mike are jumping across to Apex, and then today we are going to do the clothing photo shoot. Get ready to launch a clothing, expand the brand, you know, real exciting times. Then obviously I'll get my meals in throughout the day, and it's leg day, so it's quads today. Dream scenario, we get the clothing shoot boxed off, get 2 to 3 meals in, and then we can get up to Prophecy, mainly to use sort of like either the Kabuki squat bar, the gym like a leg press, you know, just a couple of unique advanced pieces that I feel have really helped my quads develop a lot over the last couple of months. If not, we can still do the job down at Apex. I just barbell squat. And then obviously the Mighty Gooners are on today, so we'll get that. Today is also high day refeed for me, so that's exciting. Get some more food today before we go back to my low week, my low day week, Monday to Friday. So that's that, that's what we're going to do today. So right now we're just going through Alex's feedback. Basically he's really happy with where he's at, so this is what he's looking like 3 weeks out after his refeed. Yeah, absolutely fantastic level of condition, great core, tightness, everything you want in a men's physique athlete. Nice big taper shoulder to shoulder, tiny little waist, making that perfect sort of triangle. And then obviously with his posing that he's mastered, creates a perfect X. You know, exactly what you want. Fantastic muscularity, great conditioning, fantastic really. So we've got just under 3 weeks, 3 weeks yesterday to his first Two Birds qualifier down in Braywick. And then we've got, what is it, 3.5 weeks till we fly out to Alicante. And then we go from there. So now just going through Sarah's pictures, and again, as you can see, 9 weeks out, well 8 weeks out now, this weekend, looking much sharper, much tighter. See what her feedback is. So Sarah yesterday had high carbs around training throughout the day, and then her last meal was pushed down to just protein and fats ready for this morning. We've slowly managed to drop the blood glucose today. Weight's maintained. This is good. So what we're going to do from here, jump back to normal diet. Pick up the cardio again. And then we work into this week. And it's Sunday today, so Sarah will check in Tuesday or Wednesday this week, depending on the feedback that she gives me tomorrow. And then we go again. Really simple. So that's that. So they're my two guys that are competing up first. Feedback's done. We'll talk to them once they've replied as well. So kind of busy day today. So it's just kind of, you know, got to plan everything, tick the boxes. My team know what they're doing. Sammy and Mike are doing really well, taking on the extra roles of building a brand and helping a business grow. So, you know, it's pretty simple stuff really. So we've got here our first meal of the day. We've got 6 eggs and 2 bagels, or well, bagel fins. So, you know, it is what it is. And I'm looking forward to tucking into this before we pop off to the shoot. Gym now, we are ready, we are rolling. We're going to start outside, you know, because obviously, so like the jackets and stuff are going to be more streetwear because you're not going to wear these in the gym. So this is how we're starting, and we are rocking.
No, the jumper, not the shoes. What, now the crack out
Yeah, that happens a lot. No, it broke again, didn't it?
Oh, that one. 10 on there, so.
It's kind of working. Oh, yeah. Ceiling. No. Oh, dead. No. Oh, shit. Oh. We'll have to cut this bit out. That is the majority of the clothing shoot all boxed off. We are done here at Apex, so we've filmed our new tracksuits, our new t-shirts, we've got some new gym leggings coming, and then from here we're not going to go home, we're going to eat, and then we're going to settle, we're going to train in our time, and then hopefully get back and watch the Arsenal, and then that is a day then, and then obviously we'll put some more food in, we'll rest up, and then let's go. So next I'll be running you through my quad session.
Hi! So we've just got back from the gym from shooting the clothing range. Zach's about to do his OnlyPans content. So what are you making?
Today I'm making beef stew, which is going to last me all week with a fat joint of beef.
He calls it stew, but really it's slow cooked beef.
Yeah, same thing. So what we've got going in here is 2 beef stock cubes. We've got parsley, mixed herbs and thyme to give it a nice bit of flavour. We are going to have some French mustard go in, and we're going to cover it in gravy. This was actually also the meal I ate on my back day video when we went to Prophecy. So basically once this is all sort of mixed up and thrown in the slow cooker, we'll leave this for anywhere between 8 to 10 hours. Make sure it's nice and soft, and then from there I'll be able to bang it in a large Tupperware bowl or box, and that will last me roughly about 6-7 days in the fridge, and we will go from there. I'll obviously portion it out each day as needed. So we'll leave this on while we go and train. My next meal I'm going to eat now is going to be oats, banana and peanut butter pre-workout, and then when we get back we're going to eat some more food after legs. That'll be probably in about 3-4 hours by the time we've got to go from Prophecy and train quads and warmed up. Just need a bit more gravy, otherwise it gets dead thick. So we'll pop that in there. Nice fat dollop of English mustard. Get that boxed off. Also, the new black on black carbon fibre range.
Turn this way, we can't see it.
Oh, what do you
Come
mean
into
you
the
can't see
light,
it?
into the light.
It's black on black.
Yeah, I know, but
Going to be wearing this today while we're training Prophecy, so that'll be nice, fresh new tea. And then literally just finish the beef off with some tomato puree, let that settle, and pop that on low for 8 hours. And those are 2 to go.
and that is your OnlyPans content.
So, as I was saying earlier, this is my pre-workout meal before we go to prophecy. So, we're banging 90 grams of oats, we've got 200 ml of milk, we've got 30 grams of peanut butter, 100 grams of banana. So, looking forward to this. It's probably on my high day, probably my first favourite meal to do. So happy with this. Just make sure we get this right. There we go. So the key to making perfect ready bread once it's done is milk or cold water in first, then mix it, then hot water, and then you don't get any bits or dryness, because there's nothing worse than dry porridge. And then now we can fill this up and get the desired consistency that you would like. I don't really like it too thick. I feel it sits too much. So have it nice and thin. And then for the peanut butter as well, so this is unorthodox. However, parental guidance, parental safety here. So just reset that. If we briefly preheat the spoon, when we put it in the peanut butter will drop off the spoon. This causes minimal fuss and issue, but obviously he says parental guidance, make sure that you don't burn yourself with the spoon. Magic. And that's what, 16 grams, so we need another 14 grams. There we go, oh, 27. We'll call that magic. Yep. And then now we can mix that in to a handful. No messing, no bits stuck on the spoon, no extra bits everywhere. And now this is going to go in the microwave, and then I'm going to throw some banana in, and then we are good to go. Shit, down.
Because I just want to like to see that like it's not just me that she's just about what fucking everyone. Because she'll turn around and go up to you, oh you're always busy, you're always working, you're always like, oh you can't keep this with this, you know, you can't keep this with that. And what? Like I'm gonna go kill you, this is too fucking anyone, you know?
Thanks, mate. So, the battery on the camera died, and then on top of that, Prophecy actually closes at 4 and not 6, so we were very rushed for the rest of our session. So only squats was filmed today, so that's that. Performance wise, okay, fatigue manageable. We are relatively tired, but that's just down to a busy day. Yesterday we were at a wedding, long day, just a very long day in general. And then today's also been a pretty long day as well, actually, with cardio, the shoot, and travel, to be fair. So it has been what it has been. Well, we're going home now. We'll watch the football, eat some more food, and basically me and Sam are done for the day then, so we're just going to chill out and relax, which is what our Sundays are for, really, and hopefully there's no traffic on the way home. So right, we're back for the game. Leg day was obviously not necessarily cut short, but it was more rushed rather than fine-tuned. So obviously we've got Arsenal Leeds on, just going to chill out now for the rest of the day, and then what I'm going to do here is I bought myself earlier on in the year a Therabody set for, you know, lymphatic drainage and recovery. So from here I'm going to jump in these. They are a bit of a ball ache to get in, and obviously from a bodybuilder's point of view, whereas if you're kind of a normal sized person, you'll probably be okay. Yeah, they just about fit. So I'm going to keep using these. We can't get too much bigger, but we all know that's not going to be the case.
for Arsenal to stop them from coming over. Flying in left. Saka looking to get into behind Junior Firpo. He's got it all on, hasn't he, Junior Firpo? Like most left backs do up against Bukayo Saka. First thing you want to do is pick up an early booking.
So for anybody who's not used these or not seen them or doesn't really know what they are, then basically they're recovery boots designed for lymphatic drainage. They basically apply pressure and then push through the lymphatic system, and then basically it allows your body to drain sort of internal fluids, sub-Q water, and any sort of what do you call it, in terms of like the term nasties is not really very scientific, but anything that shouldn't really be in your body, you know, things that have built up over a time of stress and fatigue, it'll help drain it out, and then it'll push it through your kidney, and then you'll obviously excrete this later on through urine. So it's very, very important to keep hydrated as well if you do ever go for a recovery boot or some lymphatic drainage. So I've got it on the recovery setting at the moment, so I'll be setting it for half an hour, and then there's different pressure settings. The pressure settings are meant to be equivalent to, well, not equivalent to, but higher than your blood pressure. And what this does, it allows the pressure to push back against your own blood flow, to make sure that the drainage can actually occur, especially from the lower half. To be honest with you, I have bought an upper body one as well, because I do tend to get injured quite often, although this year my injury and my injury prevention stuff has been a lot better. You know, working with Mike specifically, doing more movement prep, you know, I've adapted my training over the last sort of 18 months, also working with my coach, Mike Yanston. And basically I've progressed quite well, we've got a lot stronger, I've been injured less, which is great, you know, and I'm really looking after myself outside the gym, so doing this and then balancing out that is working together quite well. Done a huge favour by Burnley. Oh! Eddie Nketiah. 1-0. God, goodness. He's had a mad
is a really dispiriting moment for the youngster. Well, we see it so often with goalkeepers, don't we?
Oh, absolutely. It doesn't matter. You can do that. Shut that up. Hey.
Chasing down lost causes, putting pressure on people. And I think the fact he's bearing down on Melier has caused the keeper to have a loose first touch and give the centre forward an opportunity.
So, very kindly, Sammy has brought me my next meal of chicken, rice and pineapple for post-workout. And she's just going to sort her own dinner out, and then she'll come and watch a game with me. But while I'm eating, when I've got my boots on, we'll keep the dog outside.
Well, he had a bit of a nightmare here last season behind Melier when he conceded a penalty on Bukayo Saka with a loose touch. And it's been a shocker of a start to his latest venture here at the Emirates Stadium. Leeds move, which is already at
So yeah, chicken and rice is my standard bread meal with pineapple.
Stadium either, because Everton have taken a
Pretty steady.
lead against Leicester. A surprise scorer as well in Mikalenko in the 6th minute. So as if things couldn't get any worse for Leeds, they just have. Well, it's got to settle down, haven't they, the Leeds United players? After a horrendous start, he's got to get his mind straight if he can. Saka with a shot which deflects back off Koch. Well, an Everton win and a defeat for Leeds means only one thing, and that's bad news for Leeds because it plunges
So
them
really looking forward
into the bottom 3.
to taking Sammy to her first game at the Emirates in the next few weeks. We've got Everton at home. So before she met me, she wasn't really into football, and now she's a massive Arsenal fan.
But it is the worst possible beginning here.
So
He scored against them.
I've already ruined her life.
Spell at the club when they came up from the Championship. He's already helped to eliminate them from the League Cup this season. But this goal he scored
I've just been telling everybody how I've
serious consequences.
ruined your life and made you into a massive Arsenal fan.
A life full of misery.
That's it. So close, but yet so far.
Here's Xhaka. Now Tomiyasu.
Excited for your first game?
Only if they win.
Only if they win.
Starting position was decent.